Hello everybody, it's Murialda here once again, and welcome back to an Ami box. Yes, we've got an Ami box in front of us, and inside of this box is a figure that I ordered over 2 years ago. She is finally here, woohoo, yes. And it's been quite a while since I've gotten such a small Ami box. There's just one figure in here, it's a 100 size box, so shipping actually didn't kill me. It was, of course, had to go through DHL still, because it is still the pandemic and all that fun stuff. But anyways, enough rambling. Ramble enough. Let's get the box open so that you can see the pretty that's inside. And not only you, but I can see the pretty that's inside that I've been waiting for over 2 years for. Come on. Okay, so we shall start with the Ami thank you card. It's another 4 comma. And I believe this is the one we've seen the last time, so I will not read it again. Yes, it is. And there is the back. If you want to read it, you can pause. There, 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 and there. So, yay. Fold it up so we can't see the addresses, and we see Ami paper. And under the Ami paper, hey, she's sideways, not upside down for once. There she is, woohoo! And she fits pretty well in this box, about 1 inch on each side, a little bit less on the top, so that's good. Let's see if I can get this out of the box without knocking everything over. There we go. And there she is in her tissue paper. Woohoo! We've got us a Yui. Yes, another best girl from To LOVEru. So, yes. In front of us, we have probably the only figure in this line that I'm going to get because Yui's best girl. We have Kotegawa Yui, the wedding version of her. I guess in the anime world, wedding typically doesn't mean wedding day, it means wedding night. She is in her lingerie. Yui is from To LOVEru Darkness, as we can see up here. Maybe if we push this back a little bit, we'll get a little more in frame. She is a 1/6 scale figure manufactured by Max Factory, and she released on April 21st of 2021. I ordered her on April 27th of 2019. And, you know, when I found her release date, I was like, oh, I'm going to get her, and I'm going to make you guys wait to see the video until it's been exactly 2 years. And then Ami didn't invoice me until the 27th. So, yes, I ordered her on the 27th of April of 2019, paid for her on the 27th of April 2021. If the invoice had come 4 hours later, it would have been exactly 2 years. She shipped out on the 28th and got here today on the 30th. Now, Yui, since I ordered her so far in the past, I got a good deal on her. I paid 11,860 yen, or $114.77. These days, that's a great price for even a small figure, but she is a 1/6 scale. DHL shipping was only 3,934 yen, or like $35, a little more. So, yay. But, as I said, Yui is best girl in To LOVEru. Maybe tied with Lala, but I don't like Lala's figure in this line. So, I decided to get Yui. You get a nice good view of her from the 2 windows. There is the top of her box and the bottom of the box. So originally when I ordered her, she was supposed to come out in, I think, July of 2020. And then we know how that happened. Nothing but delays and delays. And then finally she came out. Enough rambling. Enough complaining about 2 years. Let's see if the wait was worth it. I'm sure it's going to be. They've made the whole set of the To LOVEru girls except for Yami in this line. So I wouldn't be surprised if in 2 or 3 years Yami comes out. Momo is one of the more popular ones. She's pretty nice too, but like I said, the other girls in this line, I don't care much for. They just don't look the greatest. Inside of the box is pink. There's some design, kind of like a diamond checkerboard doily pattern. It's got her name on the back, Yui Kotegawa, 1/6 scale painted figure. Put the box off to the side. And we've got some instructions, which I don't think we'll really need. Basically just shows how to put her on the base, and her veil comes off, and you can put this little hairpiece on as well. To me, I've seen a picture or video or something, and she needs her veil. That hairpiece just looks stupid. But anyways, there is Yui in her blister packaging. And they've got some like foam stuff in there, keeping her safe and protected. Lots of plastic. Well, maybe not lots of plastic, but there's plastic in there. And she is quite large. I mean, she is a 1/6 scale figure, but doesn't look overly large or anything like that. And just looking through the blister and knowing Max Factory's reputation, so far so good. Looks pretty damn good. Let's go ahead and get the blister open. So 3 pieces of tape on that side and 3 pieces on this side. Pop it open. I said pop it open. That last one did not want to come loose. So we'll start with the base. It's a hexagon. If you get the other figures in the line, it's the same base basically, just has their name on it instead. It's nice Yui Kotegawa in a nice script font. It's pink. It's got flowers, glowing flowers. It's got 1 metal peg with plastic molded support for her foot. On the bottom, it just says made in China and some Japanese writing I can't read. So yay. Like I said, if you get the other figures in this line, it's the same hexagon base, so they kind of fit together pretty nicely. Next, we'll pull out the extra hair piece. I will show you what it looks like on her and everything, but I will not be using it. It has a piece of plastic over it that is stuck and kind of difficult to get off. So, yeah, this is the little extra hair ribbon to replace the veil if you so desire. It's got the big giant peg on the bottom, so if you take the veil off, you need something to cover the peg hole. And then we have Yui. Put the blister off to the side. Okay. So the only plastic on her that I see, unless there was some in the blister still, was separating the veil from her hair. So yeah. We got the veil, had to take that off. It is very flexible, almost rubbery in texture. It's smooth and shiny and translucent. It's got some detail sculpted in around the frill and the big giant peg. And then we have Yui in her wedding night outfit. So she's got very good, well done blush on her cheeks. Usually you got the sharp red lines and everything, but she is actually blushing. It's got a nice small little smile. Well, not really a smile, but just nice little look. It's got painted lips and a little bit of tongue action going on in there. Well, darker red line. It's got very beautiful eyes and beautiful hair. Yui is best girl for a reason. Turning around to the back, you do see an extra strand of hair that's glued on, a couple on the sides. But overall, lots of little thin strands. They are not very flexible, so be careful with them. They can easily get caught on something and probably snap. The ends are very sharp and pointy. And the bangs, again, very well done, clean, sharp and pointy. As I said, there is the big giant peg hole in her head. Shading wise, nothing in the hair. The sculpt takes care of all of that. She is wearing a necklace that is attached to her like collarbones up there, so it does not move around. Hand is resting on her chest with a couple. Most of the fingers are one piece. A little bit of crud on that one, I think, but they are sculpted, so you do get the indication of different fingers. Maybe a little bit of gloss on the nails. The other hand is resting on her thigh, and ring and middle finger together, and the other one's separated out. Again, very little gloss on the nails, if anything. Yui's got modest sized boobs in this figure. I mean, human world, big, beautiful, perfect boobs. Anime world, modest. It's got a nice corset on. There is some shading in there. It's got that pearlescent paint. You got a little bow between her cleavage and nice ruffles on the ribbing and everything. You got some wrinkles and nice ruffling around the base of the shirt. She has matching silvery underwear, very small, exposing crack. Looking at the bottom, not a lot of camel toe showing, which is good in my opinion. Nice little silver bow. One detail that they have, which I think is maybe inaccurate, is garter straps go over her panties. Might make it a little bit difficult to take them off and go, do her business. And then she's got the nice stockings, very long, luscious legs. She's got the booty. Shading behind her legs, behind her knees and everything. Just basically the body everywhere but the hair has shading. The hair is just one solid color, really. I'm not really seeing any flaws or imperfections. There's just that little speck of crud on her fingers. The rest of her seems nice and clean. Got the little gap around the cuff of the stockings. So that's a nice little touch. And more little bows on the back of the garter straps where they attach. Got some nice wrinkling in her ankles. And she even has some toes sculpted in there. Obviously, they're not individual and they're one blob, but she is wearing stockings, so it makes sense. Let's go ahead and put her on the base. So this will be a simple affair. There's just one square peg hole on her foot. At least it should be a simple affair. There we go. Put her up on the turntable. Put the camera up. So she is standing on one foot, so shake test. She wobbles a little bit, not horribly bad. I wouldn't worry about anything breaking on her like I do some figures, especially with that metal peg. I'm going to put the little hair band on so that we can see it and then we can get rid of it. So you can see the big gap in the crease. And then if you just look at it, it like goes up above the main part from the veil, and it just looks big and bulky and just not good in my opinion. So as I said, she will be wearing her veil. But yeah, the face, I'm telling you, the face is so good. The blush and everything is perfect on her. Max Factory did a very good job. Really, the only quibbles are in the hair, and even that looks very, very good. And I don't think there's any reason to complain. I think anyone would be happy with this figure, as long as they like Yui and they don't mind the lingerie. And yeah, and for the price, oh yeah. But there she is with everything on the way I will display her. So with the veil, do a spin around like this. Yep, she doesn't have a giant booty, but she's got a nice squishy, squeezable, perfect size booty. From this angle, she does kind of lean forward just a little bit, but I'm not seeing any balance problems or anything. Again, be careful moving her around with the hair strands. They're very fragile and could easily catch on something with how sharp they are. But looks very good. And you can see in her eyes, they are very shiny and reflective because the lights are shining off of them. Let's bring her close again and raise the camera a bit. So here's a good shot of her face, maybe. Yeah, very well painted, very well sculpted, looks great. And if you're collecting this set, you definitely have to buy her. After all, Yui is best girl. Nice cleavage, little bit of, I mean, it's not really weld, but there is a little bit of separation where the breasts enter the corset. Let's go ahead and set the camera back down a bit. Actually, I'm going to take it out of the stand. Sorry about that. I took it out of the stand and pushed the power button. So I guess I will have to edit. But let's do a nice little close-up and full body scan, pan, whatever you want to call it. Nice and clean. Really a relatively simple figure. Simple pose, simple colors. But what is there is done so well and sculpted very nicely. Maybe the shiny paint on the outfit is a little much, but I don't think so. I think it looks good. That's going to be something left up to your personal opinion. She's got some ears. And just nice boobs. Nice side boob. Let's see, from the back. Again, we haven't really focused on her butt, but there's her booty crack. And she does have a bit of a wedgie. Looking up her back, she's got a nice spine line in there. Not overly detailed or anything. Barely going to ever see that, but she does have shoulder blades too. Yeah. Let me go ahead and put the camera back in the stand. And we'll do another spin around and close this video off. So this is, come on, stop moving. There we go. Okay, so this is Kotegawa Yui, the wedding version of her. She is from To LOVEru Darkness. She is a 1/6 scale figure manufactured by Max Factory, and she released on April 21st of 2021. I ordered her over 2 years ago now, so I've been waiting for this figure for a long time. She wasn't that expensive. I do know recently she has gone up, but I only paid 11,860 yen, or $114.77. Last I saw her at Ami she was like $140 or something like that, 14,000 yen. But still, not bad at all. So, if you find her at that price now, snatch her up. She will go up in price. I'm going to guarantee that. Especially since all the other figures in this line have gone up. Re-release in the future? Maybe, but I won't expect it anytime soon. Anyways, I'm rambling again. I'm going to just enjoy Yui. I'm going to put her on a shelf and admire her. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I'm done rambling. I'm out. I'll see you next time. Next month is going to be very expensive if everything comes out. Bye-bye.